Mind of the Meanie is now an exclusive brand partner with WWEshop.com. Pick up all your favorite new merchandise from Roman Reigns.
Acknowledge me.
Cody Rhodes.
I have to finish the story.
LA Knight.
Let me talk to you.
And more using our exclusive link in the show notes. Click below and show your support today for your favorite WWE superstar at WWEshop.com.
Yeah!
You know, Meanie,
What's that, Adam?
we hear this a lot. Every CBD company tells you that their product is the best. With quality control measures like lab testing and QR codes now becoming the standard, it can start to seem like all CBD brands are the same, but I'm here to tell you something, Meanie. They are not. Knowing what makes certain brands better will help you spend your money more wisely and have more confidence as you incorporate CBD oils, topicals, capsules, or gummies into your own wellness routine. And that's why we're proud to partner with Green Road CBD as an official sponsor of Mind of the Meanie. And Meanie, I know you're a longtime user of Green Road CBD. How has Green Road CBD helped you in your life?
Let me tell you, Green Road CBD is a product I've been using for years. And when we started Mind of the Meanie, I always was like, let's get Green Roads as a sponsor because I use them almost daily. Whether it's the gummies, you know, to take care of the aches and pains of 30 years of wrestling, the topical solutions that help my knees, help my back, help my elbows, help my shoulders. Green Road CBD has done everything to help me maintain a pain-free existence from all the years of wear and tear as a professional wrestler.
And to me, Meanie, that sounds like the Green Road's difference. And it comes down to a really few important points. They're just part of the reason that they've won industry awards year after year, earned thousands of five-star reviews, and have heard countless stories from customers just like you about the impact that those products have had on your life. So Green Roads is led by a compounding pharmacist with 25 years of experience helping her community getting healthy. For her and the entire company, it's more than just a job, it's a mission. And not all hemp sourcing is equal, Meanie. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. But they select their hemp from high-quality American farms, and also not all lab testing is equal, which is why they use an accredited independent lab to conduct full panel tests on every single batch. And that's why Green Roads is an original manufacturer, not just a quote-unquote white label brand. So right now, you can go to greenroads.com, Meanie, and save 25% off of your entire purchase. Wow. 25% off of everything, Meanie. That's huge. And all you have to do is go to their website right now, greenroads.com, and use promo code MEANIE at checkout. It's 25% off your entire purchase by using promo code MEANIE at greenroads.com. Own the day with Green Road CBD, and we thank them for sponsoring the program.
This is the Mind of the Meanie. Here are your hosts, the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard.
Peace world and welcome everybody to the Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world according to former WWE superstar and ECW original, the Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in the Mind of the Meanie. I'm your tour guide, Adam Barnard, and he is the Blue Meanie. Meanie!
Yes, sir.
Sorry for sniffling in your ear. What's on your mind?
Oh, man, it's a beautiful Sunday as we record here.
Yes, sir.
Sun's out, a little chill in the air. Not too bad, not too brutal, but doing okay. Dealing with a shitty fucking toothache that dealing with for a couple weeks. Probably need to get this son of a bitch pulled, but dealing with it the best I can. Plaster a smile on my face and act like I've been here before, you know.
That's right.
I was trying to paraphrase a Bill Hicks phrase there, but otherwise, other than that, doing pretty good.
Good, man. Good. Life is good here in sunny, scenic downtown Downingtown. Life is good, man. Shout out to the Pod Squad joining us this morning. Jesse Brown's here. Good morning, you beautiful people. Good morning. And a pleasant Baba Booey to you, sir.
Good morning.
And little Jimmy Sorensen's here with us today. Sun's out, Blue Meanie out. Good, sir. Thank you for being here.
Sorensen level.
We appreciate you. Hashtag Sorensen level. Don't forget to join us to watch us live every week at patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie, as my mouth's not working. But Meanie, I got to start us on this one here early, man. I saw some shit on Twitter, which is absolutely nothing new. But this is some particularly ridiculous shit. And it was from a guy. I don't know if I necessarily want to handle because he has some other like really wild shit. But it says, what happens, Meanie, when you drink 10 ounces of magnesium citrate?
Oh, geez. I saw this.
It says, I'm glad you asked. Buckle up. 10:05 p.m. It begins. You take down the 10-ounce bottle like it's a lukewarm PBR at a college tailgate. Label says cherry flavor, but it tastes like someone described cherry to a chemist who's never eaten fruit. Regret sets in instantly. 12:06. You grab a handful of chips for moral support. They'll be liquefied before they clear your throat, but who cares? Life still feels good right now. Remember this piece. You're about to enter the darkest chapter of your GI history. And it goes on and on and on. I'm going to read this here. 12:37. The rumbling starts. There's movement in the depths. You've got about 5 pounds of impacted regret in your colon. You've drank the human-safe version of Drano. You think it's go time? It's not. You get one little sad snake turd. One little sad snake turd, a warm-up act. That's the last semi-solid you'll see for the next 24 hours. 12:57. The situation escalates. Your stomach is in full revolt. You have 0.3 seconds to make it to the toilet. Running is risky business. One wrong step and you'll paint the walls. You pray for sphincter strength like you've never before as you waddle at Mach 3, pants half down.
You can't even make it through it.
Whispering, please God, not like this. This just reminds me of you being in like the Home Depot or something.
Oh, man. We've all been there.
We have, yes. 12:58 p.m. impact. You sit and the gates of hell open. The explosion is biblical. It hits the back of the bowl with such violent force. Excuse me. It ricochets like a sprinkler system. You ask yourself, is that blood? No. False alarm. It's the ghost of a cherry pie you ate in 2004. The smell is unspeakable. The acoustics terrifying. The neighbors think you're performing an exorcism. 1:06 to 8:30 p.m. Time becomes meaningless. You've evacuated everything you've ever eaten, plus a few ancestral meals for good measure. Your colon feels like it's been sandblasted with lava. The burn is real. You're sweating, crying, contemplating life. You meet Jesus and he sends you back. Says your mission's not over yet. 8:37. You're empty, broken, reborn. Your butthole, a war veteran. Your spirit in recovery. You'll never be the same, but you will survive. Tomorrow you'll rise from the ashes, slip into your last clean pair of underwear, and waddle into Walmart like a survival of gastrointestinal warfare to buy a new toilet brush and reclaim your dignity. You earned it. This post here has 10.9 million views.
Jesus,
and I sent this to you, and I wanted to know if you ever have you ever experienced anything like this magnesium citrate story?
I've never drinking that specific fluid, but now that I'm 50, I have to get a checkup, get a colonoscopy. I went through my first bout of, you have to drink that drink before, you got to clean yourself out before you go in for your colonoscopy.
Right.
And I went through something similar. It was like Delcalax or something like that.
Oh, man.
You put like you get, the instructions were, get like 3 bottles of Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
Put it like X amount in each bottle, shake it up, and have, drink a bottle. Make sure you drink all 3 bottles, and then hang on. So yeah, just
oh my God, dude.
Until what is it called? Going clear. So you're in the bathroom and you have to keep going to you're just pooing clear.
Oh my God.
And I've been through that, but that sounds like I've been in situations like that where I didn't drink something like that.
Yeah,
but I definitely I read that and I felt every ounce of that.
Well, so did he apparently. Every ounce of that 12-ounce bottle, he fucking blasted back out, brother.
God, not like this.
Dude, last week when I was sick and I had that whatever that was, the stomach bug, man, it was like, please God, let it stop. Let it be over, man. I hate this. But Mark Henry actually tweeted this too. He says, "Holy shit, Batman, you drank the whole bottle. I know exactly what happened because by mistake, I did the same thing 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
I lost 8 pounds in 5 hours and lost 2 pairs of underwear and took 2 unexpected showers to boot. Whatever y'all do, don't do this." And shout to the good friend, Mark Henry, friend of the show and the program. I guess, but I have a question mark a question mark. How do you mistakenly do that?
Yeah, well, maybe. I just wonder if maybe if it was just like a regular old fruit drink. Possibly. Yeah, like it says cherry right on the bottle. Like, I don't know what this is, but I'll drink it. And then before you realize it, it's off to the races.
Yeah, friend of the show, Heather Riley says that's literally the colonoscopy prep.
Yeah,
and like, how do you mix that up?
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
I remember. So my family has unfortunately a deadly history with colon cancer. We have a gene mutation in the bloodline, which of course we do. You could probably tell looking at us, but they have to do all kinds of colonoscopy prep as well. And I remember like in the 90s, they had some different type of colonoscopy drink. It was like not a magnesium citrate, but it was something like that. And I remember my mom had to put like Jolly Ranchers in her mouth because it tasted so bad. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if this is like the change on that. And I don't know. I just can't imagine grabbing that and being like, yeah, this looks like a great idea.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like when I did my prep, I guess that's why they did Gatorade, Yeah. Yeah, the Delcolax didn't really have a taste. So like I just, guzzled 3 bottles of Gatorade full of that stuff. And I went upstairs and private piled the porcelain in my fucking toilet. Like Full Metal Jacket,
Oh my God.
Sit down and just goes, bam.
Like a fucking shotgun blast.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Like spinning tires in the mud.
the visual of that. It just reminded me. I wanted to talk about it because you are great about posting your GI stories when you go to. Hold on. Yeah. It's the absurdity of the post where it's like, it's not even just you on the toilet, but it's you hitting the button where it's like clean the restroom. I was fucking in hysterics for like 20 minutes about it, dude. Like, you ever get the giggles where you stop, you think you're okay, and then you just keep laughing because you can't stop? But it's the idea of you like wrecking the bathroom and being like, somebody ought to clean this place.
Oh, look what this guy did. Oh my God! You guys don't want to get in there. You might want to reset.
Look at this mess in here. What happened?
Oh, brother, it's brutal.
Oh, man, dude.
Nothing worse than you get a case where a case of the shits, and you're just like you're running into an establishment has a toilet, and the worst sign you can see is bathroom closed for out of order. It's just like, oh God, and you're just doing the gingerbread man walk back to the car. Just like you're just waddling back,
like a frog who just put pants on for the first time. Yep. Oh my goodness. Well, yes, please, in case you're wondering, never drink magnesium citrate unless you actually have to go to the doctor. Like, that's a terrible idea. We talked about it though.
Words sound brutal.
Just saying it is a difficult thing, but like, should we do it for the show?
Dude,
is it worth the content?
Like, if I had nothing to do, if I had a good couple days where I could just do nothing, I'd do it just for the shits and giggles.
Literally shits and giggles. Yeah.
Shits and giggles. Yeah.
7 hours. I'd be fucking dehydrated afterwards, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I wonder if, are you allowed to at least like sip water? Or, I don't know.
I don't know. Because it's like, I guess at that point, if everything is coming out of you, you know what I mean? Like, if you drink water, it's gonna fly out. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Andrew Bailey says, "Go Birds,
go Birds."
Sorry, missed the show. I'm at the Green Legion tailgate, Kelly Green Sunday.
As I'm wearing my Kelly Green here.
That's right. Jesse Brown says, I don't know how much you'd be giggling. No, dude, there would be no laughter. There would be just tears.
Giggling
Tears
as long as I was seated on a bowl.
Yeah.
Just
God. I need to be on the ball.
yeah. So somebody replied to Mark Henry's tweet saying, did it, and a cough was a coin flip at best. And, just coughing and oh no, just brutal.
There's no trusting anything at that point. Just get me to the bathroom. Gray sweatpants, throw them in the trash. Not happening.
Oh, why even just wear pants? Just put a towel down and
just Pooh Bear to the bathroom.
Yeah. Just hang out in the bathroom all day, just
going to be on the bowl for days. But no, I don't know. If anybody's out there, if you're listening, if you've done that before, share your war stories with us. Tweet us at Mind of the Meanie, because we will absolutely share them, because I need to know about these, man. That shit is literally hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And it's only just because it's not my
experience.
It's not my experience, right? Like if it was me, I'd be like, oh my God, this is horrific. But because it's not me, I can have a good hearty laugh about it. So,
I can laugh about it because, we've all been there.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if it's not drinking magnesium citrate, it's just, we've all had a good bout of the flu.
Yeah.
Or food poisoning. There was a time where I was dieting, when I was skinny meanie and high protein, low carbs, whatever. And then I tried to do one of those Rocky shakes where, the raw eggs and.
Oh, man.
Thinking I was doing the cool thing, and it was the worst decision of my life. I had the worst bout of food poisoning where.
Oh, God.
And this is why I was in Memphis, and I still wrestled that night, even though I shouldn't have. And the next day, I'd spent all day in bed, and between bed and running to the bathroom.
Oh man!
And just like praying to the porcelain god, because it was both ends at that point.
Yeah.
Usually I got to still drum. I never barf, but like. If you ever see me barfing, it's got to be something serious, because I've never, rarely, I rarely ever get sick like that. But brother.
Oof.
Yeah.
And then Jesse Brown says, or your guts are simply fucked like yours truly. Yeah. Just, ay caramba, man. Ay caramba. No, thank you, sir.
I used to joke back in the day, oh man, I could use a good bout of the flu to lose some weight. I could use to lose a couple pounds,
So let me ask you a question. When you drink those eggs, what's the consistency like? And is it as disgusting as it sounds? Why would anyone do that?
I don't know. I don't know why I did it. It was the worst, one of the worst decisions of my life. One of. I've made many bad decisions, but it's bad enough to where I still remember how excuse me, how horrible I felt, splitting, my head felt like it was going to explode, and my guts were just like in a knot, and I was just like,
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to be anywhere near me, just put on some comfortable shorts that could come off real quick. Preferably basketball shorts, just
like 2 steps, 2 quick, easy movements. Get me out of them. Yep.
That's it. Like you can run out of them. You can pull them down and keep running, then they're off.
It's like the cartoon with the dotted lines and shit. Yep, that's it, man. Get me the fuck out of here.
God bless.
Lord Jesus, Mary, Casey, and JoJo. But I can't even, like, again, share your war stories. We'd love to hear them. We'll tell them on the show here, Mind of the Meanie, on Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky. But I went to the Mudvayne concert over, I think it was Friday.
Really?
Friday. Yeah, it was nice. It was up in Montclair, New Jersey. The Wellmont Theater was a great show. They put on a good show, and Static X was there, and I guess they weren't the openers, but they were like part of the, or I guess like the other headline band. But I'm trying to remember the name of the other band. But it was the name. It's Corey Taylor from Slipknot's son, who is the lead singer.
Really?
And Vended is the name. That's the name, Vended. And it's the drummer is the drummer of the band rather is the clown son from Slipknot. So they put on a pretty great show. It was pleasantly surprised. I'd never heard of them before, but man, I'll tell you, I don't know if you ever seen Static X before. I wasn't sure if you were a fan of the band, but it's different. Wayne Static's been dead for about 10 years, and they do a whole thing. The lead singer from Dope has taken over in the live shows. They dress him up like a robot kind of thing like Wayne was, but I don't know, man. Wasn't the same.
Really?
Wasn't the same.
I never seen Static live. I had met Wayne Static once, but that's about it. It's funny you said Dope, because those two bands seemingly came out around the same time.
Yeah, around that same era.
Yeah, so Etzel Dope, met him once too. It's weird who I've met, but I've never seen in concert. But yeah, sounds interesting. I didn't know. Where was it at again?
It was at the Wellmont Theater in Montclair, New Jersey. So I had to take a bit of a drive up there, but it wasn't bad. David from Quakertown joined me. What was Wayne Static like? Adam from Downingtown wants to know what was Meanie meeting Wayne Static like?
Yeah, it was chill dude, good dude. Well, I was in California a lot, and I used to go see the band Metal School, which later went on to become Steel Panther. They would play every Monday night at the Roxy, and random people would come by and watch the show or hop on stage with them and sing. And he just happened to be in the crowd. I was a quick like, "Hey, how you doing?" It was, we didn't sit down and exchange cookie recipes or anything like that. We was just like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?" Kind of thing. So
yeah,
but cool dude. Cool dude. I don't know how he got his hair up. I could probably figure out how he got his hair up like that, but I can't imagine, where you would, constantly have to have your hair up in the air like that. It's got to be the biggest pain in the ass,
It's got to be a lot of maintenance. I read somewhere that it took him between 20 and 45 minutes to get it up before the shows. So I think at that point, just hire somebody, just hire somebody to fucking do it and just concrete it up. But, no, I really enjoyed Mudvayne. I thought they were great. I thought they put on a good show. It's the first time I've seen them. It was the 25th anniversary of their debut album, LD50. Oh, wow. Man, they fucking rocked, man. That record was crazy. I'll never forget listening to Dig for the first time and seeing that video. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? But I'm into it.
Yeah. Good dudes, man. Good dudes. Good band, I should say. Mudvayne came along. Like I said, all those bands kind of came along at the same time. Yeah. Them. There's a band called Cold that I dig. Cold had a really good song called "Happens All the Time" that I like to get tanked and listen to and rock out to. Just like,
let's get tanked.
Yeah. Yeah, I got songs. I have a playlist. I have a drunken playlist, and I think Cold's one of those bands. So
wait, yeah. What else is on Meanie's drunken? Adam from Downingtown wants to know what's on Meanie's drunken playlist.
Kyrie by Mr. Mister.
Nice.
And there's a really good live version with Richard Page, not Richard Page, the singer from Mr. Mister. He joined Ringo Starr's All-Star Band.
No shit.
And, it's him, Ringo, Steve Lukather from Toto. And if you go and, look up Kyrie, Ringo Starr's All-Star Band, the live version of that's really good. So, yeah. And then, Mrs. Meanie, grab the Roku remote and this is all on YouTube. We look up YouTube videos and get hammered, but, But that's all in good fun.
We need to make an official Mind of the Meanie's drunken playlist for all of our Patreon subscribers. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe there'll be a new option for you all watching the show live. You get access to Meanie's drunken playlist. But yeah, Jesse Brown says, "Did Cold do Stupid Girl?" Yes, they did. That is the band Cold that did Stupid Girl. One of my favorite bands from that era. Well, the one record is called Candy Ass, which I loved. Was Orgy. Loved that first record that they did. They did the cover of Blue Monday. And then I think it was the name of that one record I loved? Stitches, I think was the name. Tie in yourself to me, stitch up my emptiness. That record went fucking hard, man. Love that shit. But I also saw, sir, and I know we spoke about this a little bit, speaking of music, Foo Fighters coming back next year.
Yeah. Fucking, I got a little email notification.
Little email skitsky.
Yeah, from Foos and the Eagles, because Foo Fighters are playing like a financial field next August, and I guess tickets go on sale this week. So, hopefully I'll be able to procure a couple tickets. I have a buddy who signed up for the pre-sale, and guy, buddy Sean, we go to all the concerts all the time, and we've made a pact that whoever gets tickets first, we'll figure out how to get there, but yeah, definitely. And Foo Fighters have been doing a series of like surprise concerts, kind of like warm-ups. They did a surprise concert in Connecticut. They did one down in Washington. They did two in California. Apparently, they got a new drummer whose name escapes me, but really good on the drums. It's it's hard to replace Taylor Hawkins.
Right.
Guy who, if, you're Dave Grohl's favorite drummer, how do you replace Dave Grohl's favorite drummer? And, they did for a little bit, and, it seemed like it didn't work out. And, the new guy sounds great. He can sing. So, watching the live shows, he looks like he can handle everything, really good. So, yeah, definitely Foo Fighters coming back, and I think they released a song as well, which I haven't had a chance to listen to. But
so the new drummer's name is Elon Rubin.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.
Thank you, sir. Who comes from Nine Inch Nails, I believe. So Foo Fighters and Nine Inch Nails probably swapped drummers.
It's like, Nine Inch Nails, Paramore, Lost Prophets, Angels, and Airwaves, and has also played for Danny Elfman. So
wow, yeah.
Looks like they had Josh Freese before.
I was looking for
from from the Vandals, Devo, and A Perfect Circle. But I don't know why he left. He was said on social media he was dismissed from the band without explanation. Interesting. That's weird.
Yeah, it's just probably just wasn't working out. Josh Freese is an amazing drummer. He was with Nine Inch Nails as well. So it's, Foo Fighters parted ways with Josh Freese. He went over to Nine Inch Nails.
And they swapped. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a, NFL's got the trade deadline. It's like they did a trade at the trade deadline, for drummers. But I can't wait to check out the new song. You know how much of a Foo Fighters mark I am.
Absolutely.
It's amazing that, I'm happy they're still going,
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially after a loss like, Taylor Hawkins.
It's crazy. I think when I think about Nine Inch Nails, just talking about them for a second, it's funny. Like Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross are like the only actual like official members of the group. But even like I think Ross only joined like less than a decade ago, and Trent Reznor was he's like the only actual person in the band, right? Or in the group. And it's all just studio musicians and live performers and stuff, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know that or also too, that Trent Reznor does everything. He's like Prince. He's like a one-stop shop for everything, which.
That first Foo Fighter record was all Dave Grohl,
Yeah.
He played drums, bass, and all that. So, and Wolfgang Van Halen's band, Mammoth WVH, he dropped the WVH, but now it's just simply Mammoth. All those records are just Wolfgang. And I sit there in amazement at how hard does it have to be when you're playing, you're playing for something that isn't there yet. It's just, as a live band, you're probably, feeding off everybody, and, the drummer sets the tone for most of the stuff and songs, and, the rhythm of a song. So like, how are you just like, I'm sure it's easier for them, but me
Mm-hmm.
as an outsider, I'm always amazed by anybody who could do a whole record where they play every instrument and sing and somehow are able to piece it together.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's probably, I would imagine. And Dave, friend of the show, Dave Grohl, whenever you want to join us, we always have time for you. So you just give us a call. We'll set it up. We'll get it done. But I'd be curious to ask him, like, where do you start? And I would imagine it's probably like maybe the drums. Maybe you just need like a beat and then kind of build from there. But I would imagine like I'm trying to think of the logistics of that. And it's like, my brain isn't musically inclined. Like I can't write songs or lyrics or anything like that. But like, I can't imagine what that must be like to just, but I guess too, it's like, I think of Prince, right? Like Prince used to he's like, oh yeah, I got 6 albums in my head that I haven't even put together yet. And I guess maybe if your brain does that, it just,
Eddie Van Halen would say, I don't know where it comes from, but it channels through me.
Yeah. Just pops in and it's just, Chad Ginsburg told me that too. He's like, I just listen and I just, go with whatever it is that, when he's doing the guitar solos or whatever, he's like, I just go with whatever's in my, whatever comes to my mind,
Yeah.
Fun fact. This is actually a fun story. I knew this, but I brought this back. Sam Rivers from Limp Bizkit died suddenly. I think it was last week. Their bassist. Limp Bizkit wrote a song called Hot Dog that was actually a diss record towards 9 Inch Nails. Because Limp Bizkit, or Fred Durst rather, was featured in the Starfuckers Incorporated video by 9 Inch Nails, and he was pissed about it. And so they wrote this song called Hot Dog, and it referenced Closer. It used so many lyrics from Closer by 9 Inch Nails that Trent Reznor was given a song credit on the record and got all the royalties from it. He actually he pulled, I don't know what he did, but he pulled the strings and was like, yeah, I'm going to take the royalties on this, which is fucking crazy.
To sue, or they just gave it to him?
I think I don't know if it went to litigation. I think he probably sent them a C&D or something, and they figured out the royalty splits. But yeah, Trent Reznor has a writing credit and has the royalty splits from it. So
I was unaware, but yeah, rest in peace, Sam Rivers. I watched the Fred Durst video talking about the loss of Sam, and you could tell how moved he was.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends in the music business who were affected by his loss. And apparently, really good dude. But so young, he was just in Philly with when Limp Bizkit opened up for Metallica.
Yeah.
And they had that epic set where they played the entire concert in the rain.
Yeah.
And apparently, he was, the first, person that, Fred Durst went to when he started Limp Bizkit. So it's a shame a guy like that dies so young.
Yeah, he was, what was he? He was 48. And he was an integral part of the band for years, the entire time. But apparently he had a liver transplant. And he had it looks like it said he had an issue with drinking, and he had a liver transplant because of that. And they said he died of cardiac arrest, which is a shame. But yeah, I mean, just what I've heard is just nothing but good things about Sam. Consistently, anybody in the business, anybody who's ever met the guy, just said he was a really great guy. So it's unfortunate. But I was thinking too about weird song credits. I don't know. I never know how to transition to sad news, so I just try to pivot as hard as I can,
Yeah.
But I was thinking about weird song credits, and I read a story the other day, and I forgot about this. I heard about it a couple years ago. But Cisco's Thong Song, okay? The songwriters, and Cisco, I think it was, had that line, and she was living La Vida Loca, right, in the middle of the song.
Yeah.
And his producers were like, hey, you probably shouldn't say that. Are you sure this is okay? And he was like, yes, it's fine. It's fine. And here the guy who wrote Livin' La Vida Loca sued him and now owns the majority of the publishing rights and the writing credits for that song. And it was a massive hit. Yeah. And I think he got 90% of it or something crazy. He owns that whole thing. So I don't know how that stuff happens, but or how he gets such a cut because it's only that section. Right. But I guess if you don't clear it and you don't get it right, I don't know, man.
Hootie and the Blowfish got sued by Bob Dylan for the song "I Only Want to Be with You" because they mentioned the Bob Dylan song "Tangled Up in Blue."
Interesting.
Tangled up in blue, I only want to be with you. And Bob Dylan sued. I don't know how much he got, but he definitely sued. He sued Hootie over that.
Hoot.
Are you Hootie?
You're the hoot.
Or my favorite line, supposedly Hootie owned one of Ric Flair's classic robes, and the line was, Hootie had it.
Yeah. Here it is. The verse references songs, quoting extensively from Idiot Wind and then mentioned Tangled Up in Blue. Dylan's management said initially he had no problem with it, but then when it became a hit, they objected. It never got to the point where we sued. We just did the first song, but then they went to court. And VH1 reported that Bob Dylan got a settlement out of court in '95 for $350,000.
Oh, okay.
So, but still, I mean, it obviously went through litigation.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of change, too.
That's a lot of fucking money, man.
I'm sure that song's still making money for him. So,
yeah,
probably in the grand scheme, it probably was. I mean, it sounds like a lot to you and me,
right?
But to them, it's probably just a drop in the bucket.
For a song like that in the 90s when the splits and everything else was different, it was like, okay, here you go,
the record industry was still the record industry before, Napster came along and shook up the world.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other cool, or any other, not cool, but like, I don't know. We've talked about it before, the what's it called? The lawsuit, the Marvin Gaye lawsuit with Robin Thicke, listen to those songs.
There's Danny California by Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's basically Last Chance with Mary Jane by Tom Petty.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never even thought about that until right now. But you're right. Your brain like sings it. You're like, yeah.
I'm horrible at singing musical notes, but and I think the quote with Tom Petty was, it was so blatantly obvious. Tom Petty just laughed about it and didn't even do anything,
Yeah, I mean, it was so.
There's another song that somebody kind of ripped off Petty, but I can't remember. Maybe American Girl. Somebody did I want to say Franz Ferdinand did a song that was loosely sounded like it could have been a Tom Petty song, and I don't think Petty did anything about that either. But
interesting.
Yeah. That's a fascinating subject for me. Being a music fan, songs that sound like blatant ripoffs.
I'm trying to pull up the Sam Smith record because that was something I think Tom Petty ended up with he ended up with a song credit on here because Sam Smith wrote the song "Stay With Me," and in 2015 they reached a settlement with Tom Petty's publishing company to add him and Jeff Lynne as co-writers to the record. Petty's publisher contacted Sam Smith's team because they noticed a likeness between "Stay With Me" and "I Won't Back Down."
Gotcha.
But I'm reading right here from a news report. Tom Petty said he didn't believe that Sam Smith plagiarized him. He was like, these things can happen. Sam Smith said he never heard "I Won't Back Down" before writing "Stay With Me," but he acknowledged the similarities after listening to the song. And he said that it was like a total coincidence, right? But they said that they would basically, he was like, yeah, no, I'm here. Like, what can we do to make this right? And Sam Smith just like, let's just do it. Like, there's no fighting. Like, just how do we make this happen? So that's an interesting story. That's like the only one I've ever heard that was like, the agreement came together like without any major issues. But
yeah,
man, crazy shit, dude.
I guess the most famous thing was the Verve with "Bittersweet Symphony." They used a sample of an orchestral version of a Rolling Stones song called "This Could Be the Last Time." And they didn't even use the actual "This Could Be the Last Time." They used a string section from an orchestra interpretation of "This Could Be the Last Time," which was written by somebody else. And the Rolling Stones management went and sued and got like the writing credits for Bittersweet Symphony.
And they relinquished, dude, Alan, I'm reading about this now. This is fucking nuts, man. Alan Klein, the former manager of the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
They sued the Verve, and the Verve relinquished all royalties, and the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards were added as songwriting credits. And only in 2019, okay, so think about this, right? The song itself was released in 1997. So for almost 20 years, that song was a number one hit.
Yeah.
And for almost 20 years, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards and Alan Klein received the royalties on that song, everything. And only in 2019 did they cede the rights to Richard Ashcroft, who is the lead, who was the lead singer of the Verve.
Yeah, basically he is the Verve, basically.
And like, yeah, the song is still hot. Like, it's still on the radio and you hear it everywhere. But like that's crazy to me.
Yeah. Like, and there's a breakdown of the part they used, and like you wouldn't have known it was from that song, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So nothing from that record.
Right.
Wow. I mean, and that song, look, it's like, it was nominated for Video of the Year, Best Group Video, Best Alternative Video at the MTV Music Awards. Certifications. I mean, it was platinum, gold in the United States, 4 times platinum in the UK and New Zealand. Holy shit, man. Generated almost $5 million in publishing revenue.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Ashcroft says, someone stole God knows how many millions of dollars off of me in 1997, and they've still got it. Anyone, unless you are mentally ill, will always remember the day when $50 million was stolen off of them. Woof. Ashcroft's man. Oh man, this is crazy. Listen to this drama, dude. Holy shit. Early 19, Ashcroft's managers approached Jody Klein, who is the son of Alan Klein. He connected them to the Stones manager, who agreed to speak to Jagger and Richards. He agreed to turn the royalties and songwriting credits back to Ashcroft. He announced an agreement in May. It was kind and magnanimous move. Never had any personal beef with the Stones, he said. The Rolling Stones said they acknowledged the financial and emotional costs of having to surrender the composition of one of your own songs. So I wonder how much of that was just Alan Klein doing that shit and not...
It was all Alan Klein.
Mm-hmm.
It was all that guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it makes you wonder if the Stones even really knew about it.
You hear about that shit all the time. Luke Combs, that happened to him recently, the country singer. There was a woman who was producing made, and she wasn't even using any images of him or anything. She was drawing something and she was making these tumblers because she was sick and she was selling them on Etsy, and she got a bunch of money and they were selling really well. And Luke Combs' management stepped in and hit her with a cease and desist and was suing her for a couple $1 million.
Jesus.
Luke Combs had no idea. He wasn't even involved in this. He finds out. He was like, are you fucking kidding me? like drop the fucking lawsuit right now. And basically gave her all the rights to whatever she needed to do to sell. And she made a ton of money because of him, which is but a lot of that's a great story where it's this shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of the artists don't even know.
Jesse Brown has a good line in the chat. Majority of Led Zeppelin's music is someone else's also.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, man.
There's somebody on YouTube does a really good breakdown of the origins of a lot of, the Led Zeppelin songs.
Mm-hmm.
It's good Lord. And, they eventually got sued by one of them and had to give writing credits to, it's all old blues, singers. And I think Joan Baez, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. I think is a Joan Baez song. And if you listen to it side by side, you're like, holy shit, how come nobody noticed that, But,
yeah.
Good Lord.
Whew.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Well, I could sure go for Baby Ruth right now, but I do have...
Baby Ruth?
I do have... I had something in my head. And then we talked about Pooh, and we talked about Zeppelin. We talked about... Oh, a question, sir, for you.
What would that be?
Are you ready to ask Meanie?
I would love to. It's time to ask Meanie anything. Ask me something.
And don't forget to tweet us your questions using the hashtag AskMeanie, and you may hear them on our wonderful program. Sir, what are you sipping on today?
The same shit I've been drinking. Magnesium citrate cherry.
It is. Oh, that's the 12-ounce can. There you go.
Yeah.
I also have
polar. I'm doing, in all seriousness, polar black cherry.
I have the pink grapefruit version of Magnesium citrate here. I'm very excited to shit my drawers live on air with y'all here. Nope, it's the same cheap shit formality I have every single week. We want to thank you. Hope
Magnesium shit trait.
We hope you're sipping on something good this morning, wherever you're at, and you're staying safe and healthy. Join us this morning. We're cracking these open. Good, sir. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah.
Go.
Mm-hmm. Pinkies up. Cheers, beers. Good, sir. I'll have you know, sir, the weird Adam lore. A lot of times I'll walk around the house and just start singing songs like Bob Dylan. And, that is like wood. Let me see that dung. And so the kids have been listening to, they've been watching K-pop Demon Hunters. And there's a song called Golden, which if you haven't seen the movie, y'all, if you haven't watched the movie, it's fucking great. It's on Netflix. It's actually really good, but my daughters are obsessed with it. And so now I'll walk around singing, wouldn't it be golden? And so it's all day long. So send me your favorite songs that you want me to sing as Bob Dylan, and I'm happy to do it for you.
I was going to ask how soon into that does your wife punch you?
Pretty much almost immediately as I'm walking around all day. Oh, wouldn't it be golden? She's like, please shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's how my brain works. Or what's the other one? I sing a couple songs as Kermit the Frog too, but that's my brain. Pew, pew. A little touched here. But we're gonna go to our first question here from our good friend Carlo Carlson, Coke Zero, my favorite drink. Good to see you again, sir. Hey, Blue and Goob. I haven't asked Meanie. Meanie, is there a wrestling hold you have never used in a match that you would like to try? And Goob, congratulations on all the interviews. Can you share a story from your Viva La Bam era? What are your thoughts, man?
A move I've never done. I can't. I've had a lot of matches, so it's, I almost want to say abdominal stretch, but I'm pretty sure I used an abdominal stretch. I'm sure I've used a sleeper hold. I could easily say I've never done a tombstone pile driver. Even though that's a move, not a hold, but of all the things I've done, I can easily say I've never done that. I've taken at least one backdrop.
Okay.
And that was just in practice. But like when it came to real matches, I was like, I ain't fucking taking that ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had the videos of, because like me and Al would record ourselves training. And I wish I had the videos of me doing certain moves, because people wouldn't believe like half the shit I was doing, but just in training that I never really did in my matches. It's like, when I start wrestling, pre Blue Meanie, I was like, I was trying to be a serious wrestler, and then I was given the Blue Meanie character, and I still do, I do funny stuff, but once the heel does something dastardly to me, I get serious, kind of thing. But there's a lot of stuff I've been trained to do that's never wouldn't fit my character, so to speak. But that's a good question, because I've I know it's holds. He's about holds, but yeah, I would have to, I could safely say I've never done a tombstone pile driver. To clarify, Carlo, I was not around during the Viva La Bam era, if you will. I was with the crew probably, I think I want to say 2007, starting 2007, 2008. So it was right after, like I would say a lot of the TV stuff was done. I think Jackass 2 had just come out, or they, like when I started really like being involved in the group. I want to say it's my timeline. I know I was around when they were filming Jackass 3D. Any stories? Any good ones I can tell on the air?
Yeah, there's a lots I can't tell. Like, I'll put it to you that way. There's lots of things, and it's not even all like bad shit, but it's just like you kind of had to be there for it to be funny in a lot of ways, you know? But I would say, and I'll think about it, I'll come up with some other ones, but I would say the goofiest one, I want to say was late 2010. We were at the Castle. And we were all there. It was me, Bam, Novak, a couple other people. And we're sitting there and we're all, drinking and partying and stuff like that. And it was late. And they're doing this like random episode of Radio Bam, which used to be Bam's radio show on Sirius XM. And I'm sitting there and they're talking. And I'm not paying attention. I come into the room and they start talking about Alkaline Trio. And they're talking about the band. They're talking about music and this, that, and the other. And here I had been partying with Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio and also of Blink 182 for like 3 hours. And I literally was like, oh my God, you're Matt Skiba. Like, I had no fucking idea. Like, and I'm sitting there drinking with Matt Skiba. Big fan of Alkaline Trio. I've always loved their stuff. But yeah, that was probably like the most random or fun story maybe that I can tell on here. Juliette Lewis was really cool. I got to spend some time with her at the Note. She was a lot of fun. But no, I would say, Carlo, there aren't many stories I can tell on the air. I'll have to clear them by Meanie first. But I do have a good one from Kildare's that I'll tell if I can clear, if we're allowed to. But our last question today is from Driver8, username Nomacon No Cry. What was the idea that you passed on before doing the BWO? And in other words, if you didn't go that way, which was awesome, what would have been the plan for you, Stevie Richards, and Nova in ECW?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, we were just doing parodies. That became the thing, It all started off when we were doing me and Stevie did the Fabulous Ones before Nova came in the ECW, and then Nova came to ECW. We did a bunch of stuff. Yeah, me and Stevie did, I was BlueDust, he was Baron Von Stevie. I was Colonel DeMeanie, he was Baron Von Stevie. And it just became this thing we did, like, as tribute, and I think the BWO just simply changed the trajectory of where we were. And I think they saw that as a good focal point to have Stevie break away from Raven, Stevie, was always the lackey, but then like he was like the leader, of the BWO, and he started standing up to Raven, and that led to him, going on his quest to go after the ECW World Heavyweight title. So, any plans we passed on? I mean, we came up with ideas that weren't necessarily passed on; they just didn't come to be. Like me and Stevie I was going to be Sab Blue, and Stevie's going to be Rob Van Dorn. And we were in that by them, and they were like, darn. We were going to come out as them, and they were just going to come out and then annihilate us, just eat the shit out of us. And they popped for it. But, I don't know if there's anything we actually passed on. But, thank God for the BWO. I mean, here we are still, however many years later. That was 96.
Yeah.
Here we are, 2025. So next year will be 30 years.
Crazy.
Hopefully I remember that anniversary. I'm pretty bad with remember anniversary. Hey, if you have a podcast, you probably should remember anniversaries and do retrospectives.
Yeah. We'll put it on the calendar. I'll make sure I have it for next year.
Yeah.
But I'm going to
stare at a BWO guitar pick that I have.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sitting here laughing now for the rest of the day about Rob Van Dorn. But that's a sick pick. We got to make more of those, man. Those are fucking dope.
I saw them on Pro Wrestling Tees.
I'm going to eat a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Want to thank you for your questions, friends. We appreciate you. Appreciate you joining us each and every week and giving us your questions. But good sir, you know what time it is, baby. Where can everyone keep up to date with all things blue when they're not listening to the program?
Yeah, if you would like to follow the Blue Meanie on all forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. at Blue Meanie BWO on all forms of social media. If you like to support the Blue Meanie, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Blue Meanie. If you like to support Mind of the Meanie, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. MadCatBeardCare.com. Get the Blue Spruce Beard Oil or Balm. Shout out to my boy Josh Thornton, doing an amazing job over there. If you're a cat lover like myself, he rounds them up, takes them to the vet, and sets them off better than he found them. So go over there to MadCatBeardCare.com. The Ultra Pro Wrestling video game coming to all major consoles. Ultra Pro Wrestling contains not only original characters by the amazing Hal Haney, but many real world wrestlers, including myself and many others that I'm trying not to spoil. So go to ultraprowrestling.com or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. That's ultraprowrestling.com, or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. The Figure Collecting's Bone Crushing Wrestling Series 1 variants of the Blue Meanie are available now. All Series 1s can be ordered right now at shop.figurecollections.com. That's shop.figurecollections.com. Type Blue Meanie in the search bar. You can get regular Blue Meanie or BWO Blue Meanie. Either way, there is no wrong choice. To have the Blue Meanie on your podcast, go to podstars.net. That's podstrz.net. Register your podcast. Book the Blue Guy. Let's have a conversation over there at podstars.net. Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for birthdays, holidays, and well wishes. Book through the site, not through the app. The app takes too much of your hard-earned money. I just got a request last night. I'm planning to do it after we do this show. So if you want to make somebody say a little bit brighter, go to cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO. But most importantly, Mr. Barnard, where can we find you, sir?
Well, thank you, sir. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky at This Is Goober. Yes, it's my handle. No, I'm not changing it. It's a brand, pal. So find me there. You can also check out my work at the Sportster. Going to thesportster.com. Got a lot of good stuff coming up very soon. You can also check out my work from New York Comic Con and everything in between. So check out thesportster.com. Shout out to the homies at the 10th Ward Barbershop in downtown Lawrenceville in the outskirts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go and schedule your appointment today for Kane, Jordan, and the rest of the team by going to 10thwardbarbershop.com. Excuse me, as I burp. In the middle of my ad read, sir. That was always fun. Going to start this right here again. ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Pick up a shirt and keep the lights on at the Casa DeMeanie in the Barnard home for wayward and troubled youth. Don't forget to go today, right now, go to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Sign up today. Tier start, Blue Guy, at only $10 a month. American and potentially Canadian, too. Happy to have you wherever you're at. YouTube.com/@Mind of the Meanie. Watch all of our archive back there. Listen to everything as well. And don't forget to follow the show at all social medias underneath us here at Mind of the Meanie. We want to thank you for being a part of the show with us each and every week, coming to watch and listening, telling your friends, telling an enemy, tell whoever. But we would love to have you back for the Blue Meanie. I am Adam Barnard. Join us again each and every week as we take a trip through the mind.
Blue World Order.
Blue Meanie. Peace.
Blue World Order.
This episode of Mind of the Meanie was recorded and produced by Adam Barnard and was engineered by Carl Pinnell. Additional production and narration provided by Sam Krebs. Our executive producers are Josh Chernoff, Adam Barnard, and the Blue Meanie. Our opening theme is performed by the Swamp Candles. Our closing theme is performed by Chikara. The show contains original music produced by Enrichment. Get additional bonus content by becoming our patron on Patreon at patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Mind of the Meanie. This has been a Butts Carlton media production in conjunction with the MLW Radio Network. Butts Carlton, proprietor.
Blue World Order.
Dad, why is Blue Meanie's brain out?
The world of MLW Radio never stops.